everyone. Welcome back to another segment of Fun and Games. I'm Michelle Stone.
I'm Jenna Rose.
We are the Underground Music Collective. We are here at the Real Music Nashville studios, the new home for Fun and Games. We are joined by a band called Echo Pilot.
What's up?
We don't know much about them, but we're so interested to learn more about them. They performed with Live from the 615, who we do shows with. You guys want to introduce yourself by name and let everyone know who you are?
Absolutely. My name is Ryan. I play guitar, and I'm the vocalist in the band.
Cool.
I'm Gabe. I am also play a guitarist, and yeah. Well, not much more than that.
I'm Greg. I'm the drummer, and I do backing vocals as well.
Nice.
And Michael and I play bass.
You guys all have like different types of voices. So Ryan,
Yeah.
Gabe, Greg, and Michael. So today we're playing a classic of Fun and Games. Actually, it's not really a classic because we only played it one other time. It's Go Fish. And for those of you that know Go Fish, which, did you have a childhood? It's where you basically try to get the same suits of all four of the cards. So we're going to go and do that while we talk about music and stuff. All right, guys. So I guess I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask Greg. Do you have a 5 of hearts?
Go fish.
Ooh. Rough start for Michelle.
All right, Jenna, you next.
Okay. You don't have to ask the suit. You just ask if.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was just the number,
yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yeah, I
Number.
was
Oops.
confused. So.
Oops.
Ryan, do you have an 8?
Go fish.
Okay, so before we move on and let you guys go, let's talk a little bit about Echo Pilot. Let's talk about kind of how you guys got together and the history of the band.
Yeah. Well, it started with a flyer at the best pizza place in town, 5 Points Pizza on the east side, in my
Ooh.
opinion. I saw a flyer that Gabe posted. It had similar influences as mine, Green Day, Led Zeppelin, Nirvana, stuff like that. I shot him a text and was just like, hey, man, we should jam sometime. And we met up for some beers over at the 12 South Tap Room and connected right away there. And then we went over to his place and just plugged up the amps and started jamming. And there's that instant chemistry that you can feel sometimes between like other musicians or just people in general, with that
you
connection.
guys felt that with each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things. It's like a relationship. Like you can meet a bunch of people that might play an instrument, but it's different when you meet like someone that you can have a conversation with. I guess is probably the best way to say it.
On the same wavelength.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same. Yeah, I don't even know what it is. It's that thing, which then we kind of put out a flyer for a drummer, and
Craigslist.
Craigslist, yeah. So, and then auditioned a couple from before we met Greg. Still looking for that thing, and luckily Greg came around and answered our flyer, and he joined the band.
This is the new guy, Mike.
So Michael's your other
recent
new.
bassist. He's been with us for a few months now. His first interview with us. Yeah, we had a previous bass player for a couple years, and he moved on. He's a dad now and has a couple 2-year-old boy. So.
Yeah,
Oh, so he's got
doing his
more
thing.
responsibilities.
Absolutely.
But we love having Mike in the band.
Mike, yeah, if you want to speak to, I don't know what your thoughts were coming in after. We're slightly established, not a whole bunch, but
Yeah.
Well, you hit me up on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I put that ad in the
I was that guy.
Finder because I was trying to find more work, and then
Yep.
at first I didn't think I could do it because I was so busy with everything. Because I was doing Broadway full time at the time, and I don't think I actually had time to do anything. But we met up in a rehearsal space on the south side, and just took it from there.
It's interesting when something kind of fits into your life, how time it kind of just creates time for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to do it, you'll make time for it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Totally worth
And
it.
our original bassist left during COVID too, so that that was tough, along with the pandemic
With
going on,
everything
just figuring
else,
out
yeah.
everything happening and stuff like
So
that.
the singles you guys already have out, because I know you mentioned 3 singles that you guys have out right now.
Yeah.
That wasn't with him on.
No.
It's not with you.
No, it's actually funny. My dad heard our last single on the radio when he knew I was in the band, and he's like, "Oh, I really enjoyed your bass playing on
no.
that." I'm like,
oh, there's a long story of that one too.
Dad,
Oh my
that
gosh.
wasn't me.
But we're writing new tunes. It's fitting really well. You're
Yeah.
putting some awesome bass parts on there, and
Thank you.
yeah, we're excited for
Do
the
you
future.
feel like Michael coming in, kind of added something different that wasn't?
Yeah, I think just when any other musician comes in, it'll change up the vibe just a little bit.
Yeah.
And like I was speaking to earlier, it's just like a chemistry thing.
Yeah.
And you have to feel people out pretty much.
And so you were on Broadway, so you were in kind of, who do you play with on Broadway? Or who did you
Still
play
am.
with?
Mostly with an artist named Zach Westcott these days. At the time, I was playing with Courtney Groves down there a lot.
Courtney Grove, I love Courtney Grove.
Oh, you know her? Yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah,
she's incredible vocalist.
Freaking amazing performer, entertainer.
Absolutely.
Well, if you want to go ahead and start it off, Greg, and see what you you got. You see if you're gonna ask anything.
Ryan, do you have a 9?
Go fish, man. Sorry.
Go fish that. Go fish it. So let's talk a little bit about the debut album that you guys are coming out. Is it came out or is it's coming out?
Being worked on right
Yeah.
now.
So that's going to be Michael's first official addition onto the band?
So yeah, Wes, our previous bass player, he did all the bass tracks for that record.
Yeah, they're
so
all done.
I mean, it's all done. It's in the final mixing stage. Yeah, that we're working on it right now. But the next record you will be
So
on.
you're gonna have to learn them though to perform.
Oh yeah, I learned those a while ago. I had all the isolated. He gave me all the isolated bass tracks. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
He's played a few shows. He's had a few shows under his belt so far. So
What's the release date for that then? Do you know yet? Or the approximate?
within the next 3 or 4 months, probably. We want to order vinyl and everything, and some CDs. That way we have some physical copies and sell them at Grimey's or whatever. But yeah, Brian Russell, who's a mix guy in town, an engineer, good friend of Gabe's.
Shout out.
Brian Russell. He's great.
He's the best guy I know in town.
Yeah, he's finishing up our record, and we're gonna do some live-in sessions and mix with him.
So this will be coming out on August 4th, so that your album is not going to be out by then. So
no, unfortunately,
look
not.
out for it though.
Yeah, look out for it.
we want to do it right. There's a strategy behind everything, and
full
don't
rollout plan.
Formal plan, exactly. I'm a planner. by trade.
So is that kind of like your role besides obviously
part of it? I mean, I have a typical day job, digital marketing, all that stuff. So, that's how I work, and that's how I function. So. Yeah, that will be at least I want the calendar plan, so that helps.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how having your day jobs, which is what we like to call them, because it's our day job that we do for money, how it does come into what you're doing for your passion. Because the founder of Underground Music Collective, Gerard, he had a big background in office stuff, and a lot of what he learned there he uses to run the collective. And same for us. She was an event planner, weddings and shows, and I've dabbled in literally almost every single thing, but we both use that in what our pleasure, what we love to do. So
absolutely. Yeah, we met Gerard too at the Live from the 615. He's a great guy.
Yeah,
definitely. It's awesome.
We wish it happened every day. We do miss him. But so it's your turn. Go ahead, Gabe, and let's see what's you're fishing for.
All right. So Mike, you haven't been asked. Do you have a queen?
Go fish.
Nobody's got nothing
yet.
Yeah.
Nobody's got nothing. We're not doing good here.
So what is something that what are the ways that this last year and a half has impacted you? So you obviously had to replace your bassist. What other ways did it impact? Did the whole experience of that impact the band, the music? Personally, what kind of lessons did you learn personally? What everybody kind of has an interesting story of how this last year changed them. So what are your stories?
Well, I guess all of the above, really, with this past year. Personally, I've just tried to write songs in a different way that I have previously before. I usually come up with an instrumental and then write lyrics, but I've been trying to do lyrics first and then instrumental. But yeah, we missed playing live shows over 2020, and I think that affected every local, original band here. Yeah, it was tough to just, go through pretty much 2020.
Yeah, I think for most of 2020, I took a little bit of step away from music because a lot of people did. But coming back to it, learning, kind of just starting again, starting brand new, having no rules. And kind of just try something new. I think that was the big thing. There's no real, especially after 2020, there's no rules anymore. People were throwing stuff out there. Yeah, and you can just, and there's no definition of being cool anymore.
No, it lit a fire under your ass.
Yeah, I mean,
you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. So it's I think that helped, at least from a creative standpoint for me.
Yeah. and now that live shows are back and everything, I've seen so many people out at shows supporting other bands and people just hanging out and everything. It's been awesome. You know, it's like another renaissance.
Yeah, it's like a revitalization of the community because everybody is like.
We were playing a show on a Wednesday night, man, and you would have swore it's Friday. It's 5-spot, been there before, but I was like, where are all these people coming from? It's like, it's nuts.
Everybody's there. If they have a chance to be there, they're there.
That was it. Blew my mind considering what we've played before with smaller crowds there, and again, that was on probably a weekend, and it's crazy how people definitely want it and love it. And
they're realizing more than ever too that like when something's taken from you, makes you want it more, you know. So I feel like it being taken from everyone was like, oh my God, I'm in now. And like, and I see too kind of what you guys are saying, how now it's not just people coming out and partying, people are actually coming out to support, and they're more inclined like I want to support my friends instead of before where it was kind of like I just want to come out and have a good time. And there's nothing wrong with that, but as a musician and an artist and a creator, and we all are in the atmosphere of this, it's nice to have people that actually care and support what you're doing, and they don't just want to come out because they want to hear just music,
Yeah, they're there with their soul.
Yeah, they're there with their soul.
Because we know what it's like not to be able to do that. That's the thing.
It was taken from us.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so it's going to be your turn, Mr. Ryan. Let's go ahead and go fish.
All right, Michelle, do you have a king?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
The first win.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I just keep all my cards, right?
Yeah, you get to go again now.
Okay.
If you get all the same suit.
Gabriel, do you have...
Gabriel.
You do have a 4.
Go fish. I had to think of it for a second. I was like, do I have one? I have something.
This is a game you gotta play with poker face.
I know, right? I was like,
so you guys have been since all this has happened and you guys have shows coming up. I know you were telling me, Ryan, about a show you guys have at the High Watt. Is that what's coming up? So that's gonna be the first time that Michael plays like a live show, or did you play a live show with him?
Like the 3rd or 4th time that you played.
This is number 4. That'd be number
His
4.
first one was actually at the Live from the 6 one.
Oh, so you played that
That
one.
was the live debut of
Yeah. But no, we're stoked about that. That hasn't even been announced yet. So when this airs, it'll be out there.
And what date is it? Tell everyone.
August 7th, Saturday. We're playing with the Dirty Delusions and the Eldridge Band.
So while you're watching this on the 4th, which is going to be a Wednesday, you now have plans for Saturday night.
Exactly.
Please show up. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be an awesome time. This is our first time at the High Watt, and I love that venue. It's so cool.
It's so crazy because Fresh Lady Emma, who was just on, she has a show coming up at the High Watt too in September.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that's really interesting.
I love it.
I haven't heard much from you over here. Right?
Tell
us a little. So it fascinates me when drummers tell me they sing. 'Cause I'm a huge fan of Under Oath, and everyone knows Under Oath is one of the most famous drummers that can sing. Like, how do you find singing and drumming at the same time? Is that?
Well, my father's a vocalist. And I grew up in a musical family. And so all my siblings can sing, and I picked up on the harmony. So when we have like Christmases and whatnot, like I would always take like the higher harmony, and so
you guys sing together in your That's.
Yeah.
Do you wear matching sweaters?
they got it all.
Oh my
And they're all
God.
so talented too. His whole family's so talented.
We had this one year. It's like we did this ugly sweater thing, and everyone made their own. And made their own
Oh my
sweaters, and it was
God.
Like, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we're that family.
Literally adorable. That's incredible.
But yeah, so I picked up singing, singing and playing at that time because I've been playing drums since I was like 5.
It's crazy, like singing music and playing music is like genetical. Is that a word? Genetical?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
We get what you mean.
Yeah. He's like, it's not, but we're just gonna. I like to say if you can say it, it's a word.
Yeah.
So if you can say it, it's a word. So that kind of, I think it must be genetics, right? Because you have all these great musicians who their story is like, I came from a really musical family. And like, what would you guys think? Would you say like it's genetics or it's being passed down and just learning from your parents, like
nature or nurture?
Yeah, that's tough to say. My grandfather was a drummer in a jazz band, like a big jazz band back in the day. So, but my parents, they're not musically inclined at all. Like they can't sing or anything like that. They love music. My dad brought me up onto like Led Zeppelin and all the classic rock stuff growing up and everything. But no, they're not musical whatsoever.
You guys leave a comment and let us know if you think that musical ability is nature or nurture. Is it something that if you're raised in a family, or is it something that is genetic? Cool.
What do you think?
I definitely think I've read studies about like people who've developed like perfect pitch in like in infancy or in early childhood. I think it's a product of environment.
Yeah, so like nurture, you'd say?
I'm definitely more on that side.
Well, speaking of leaning on that side, it's your turn to fish.
Oh, yeah. Michelle, do you have a 5?
Oh, do I have I have two of them. I have two of them.
Okay, that's
He just
all
knew.
4.
He remembered. See, this is a remembering game.
Okay, so I have all of them.
So you won the suit, and now you get to go again.
Okay, so that's
And you don't have to replenish your hand because you put down the whole
suit.
Okay, Gabe, do you have a 6?
Oh no.
Damn.
Nice. Okay. Oh, 2 of them. Okay.
Nice.
Oh my god. We're just like this guy.
Ryan, do you have a 3?
Yes, sir, I do.
Oh
That was the
my
winner.
gosh.
He definitely looked before you gave him.
I didn't look. Let's see. Michelle, do you have a 7? Nice. Okay.
Jonah's just like, is he gonna
I'm
target
thinking,
me?
I'm gonna be on Mike's team whenever we're.
Do you have an 8?
Oh man.
Oh
that is
my
sweet.
god.
Are you serious? You didn't
Well,
show
see,
him
he's
these
kidding
cards?
himself because he's got more cards than everyone else.
Yeah.
They want to know about the band, not play games.
Oh, I mean,
This is
Yeah,
fun
but
and
you haven't
games.
asked the wrong-
True.
This is
Ask
fun
the
and
wrong-
This is fun and games.
It's true.
Greg, do you have a 7?
We're out of a.
Oh man.
We're out of cards. So that means the cards we have, I should have got another deck, sorry guys. The cards we have now is what we
That's
have.
it.
So you can't replenish your cards. So that means
Can't
everyone
even go fish.
Michelle, do you have a 7?
go fish, but you can't go fish.
Okay.
So we know now in the future, fun and games, bring 2 decks, Michelle. Bring 2 decks of cards. Okay, guys. So let's talk a little bit more about individually. I want to know you guys individually. So you came from obviously the Brady Bunch, which is incredible. Let's talk a little bit more about you, Gabe. Tell us about kind of your origin, your family. You're in digital marketing, which you told us already. Where did you come from? Where are you from?
I'm from a small town, La Crosse, Wisconsin. So west side of Wisconsin. And
Hello, Wisconsin.
You're darn
exactly.
right. You can take the boy out of the state, but you can't take the state out of the
Wait,
boy.
which one are you out of the 70s show? Have you seen that 70s show?
I couldn't tell you the characters.
You couldn't tell you which one you are? A Hyde or an Eric? I mean, you could be.
Eric sounds.
Be
I think
Eric,
Eric.
probably.
I was gonna say
yeah.
you'd be an Eric. I'm
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
Hyde.
Yeah.
I'd say.
I don't. I've seen that. I mean, I watched that show, but I don't know any of the characters. But it's set in Wisconsin. Is totally true, and all the stereotypes are true, and I love it. And so
Cheese and beer.
cheese, beer, beer brats. And
What's your
cheese,
favorite
baby.
cheese?
Okay, this is where it gets weird. There's this Merlot cheese by Sartori that is the best combination of something between cheddar and Parmesan, and you will love it.
Oh.
So it's this wedges, and it says Sartori, and it's this it says Merlot on it. It's got a purple rind, guaranteed. It'll
Is
knock
it
your
creamy
socks
or
off.
is it like
It's
kind of?
creamy
It's like
and
brie
salty.
cheese?
No, it's creamy and no, not that creamy. But I'm talking about like there's like you bite it and it's soft, and it's still kind of crumbly. Guaranteed. Go buy it.
All right.
I'm not paid. That's not a paid.
Right now,
endorsement.
how many types of cheese do you know? Go.
A Gouda. I know cheddar. Now you put me on the spot. But those are the 2 ones that
He
I know.
says he's from Wisconsin.
There's Munster, and then there's you could go.
The
there's
Wisconsiners
Curds.
are looking right now. Like,
I know. I haven't.
He can't even name off all of the good ones.
I'm sure I can't, but I got a dairy farm. I got cows, so I should know.
Oh, you have cows. See, that's a good way to have it.
Right. So it's all stereotypes are true. So I came down here in 2013, got a job doing SEO, stayed because I got the job, and then was in a band in 2015, 16. I can't count anymore. But yeah,
When
Time's
did
fickle.
what year did Echo Pilot form?
2018.
18. My bad.
So 3
I-
years. It's
Yeah.
been-
Oh
It's
yeah,
been
it
a
would have
few
been
years.
after my EP, which is
Yeah.
2017.
Are any of you married or have kids?
I am engaged. I have a
Yeah, he's
fiance.
Oh,
Yes.
well, if she's
Yeah,
watching
thank
this, hi, fiance. Shout
Hi,
out
Chloe.
to you. Hi, Chloe.
Engaged with 2 sons.
Oh, how old are they?
5 and 3 or 4 months actually. He just turned 4 months.
4 months old. Oh my God, how does it feel having a baby through the pandemic?
It was definitely err on the side of caution. We didn't go out and do a whole lot, not until everything started kind of opening up, and even now we don't take him out in like huge crowds and whatnot, just playing it safe.
Yeah.
He's just so little, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was interesting.
Oh,
But at the same time, it was kind of easy because nothing was happening anyways.
Yeah,
So
you're already like caught up in just what's going on in your home life. Like,
right.
That's, especially those first few months, you're just so like central, staying centered with your immediate family.
Yeah.
Usually. So,
Are you gonna start a band with them when they get older and like be the drummer
should.
while they're singing and playing guitar?
So Jackson, my 5-year-old, is already musically inclined. He loves it.
I can see the brightness in your eyes when you talk about that. Like you just lit up. You're like, he's gonna be.
Yeah.
Well, and it like my father, like my dad didn't force music on us. We just kind of wanted to do it.
You just wanted
picked
to,
it up.
yeah.
And same as with Jackson. When I'm out in the garage jamming or whatever, he'll come out there with me.
He's like,
and-
Daddy, I want to
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
And you're like, I love you so much.
He was at practice the other day, and we had just ran through our 45-minute set, and he came up to you. He goes, Dad, I can play better than you.
And you're
I'm
probably
a better
like,
drummer than that.
Yes, you are.
Can only hope so.
So where are you from, Ryan?
I'm originally from Indianapolis, Indiana, so
Oh
not
my
too far down
God,
the
There's
road.
a lot of Indiana
a lot,
boys.
yeah.
A lot of Indiana
Yep.
boys.
Scotty Chapman and a couple
Dustin,
Dustin.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, a couple
Vincent
others.
Charles was down here for a little bit in MCXX. Actually, the last band we played Go Fish with,
Oh, yeah.
Indiana. Yeah. So that's kind
Yeah,
of cool.
not too far down the road, and I've been here since 2016. So just been writing songs and everything, and then found these guys. So.
That's incredible. And what about you, Mr. Michael?
I'm from Donaldson, actually, originally.
Oh, here
actually
in
grew
Tennessee,
up here.
yeah.
I grew up all around Middle Tennessee, and are we talking about musical families or?
Sure.
Yeah, my family. Yeah, my
You
dad.
can talk about whatever you want to on here.
Okay, don't even start that.
He's like, well.
No, my dad plays guitar. My brother plays guitar. My grandfather played jazz clarinet. My mother's a very talented pianist.
Wow.
That's a
I'm
really
a very, very musical family. I don't think there's no one that doesn't play anything.
That must mean it is
any
nurture. That's
branch.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been here your whole life. Have you moved away or?
I lived in Chicago for a little while. Not too long. I lived in Atlanta for a while. But no, pretty much always here.
What made you want to come back? Because I'm born and raised here too. So
Oh, really?
I moved away and came back as well.
So when I grew up here, I actually wanted to leave so bad because it used to be so much smaller. I felt like there wasn't a future here, in terms of jobs or something. I also just thought it was boring. But especially in the last 10 years, it's grown so much. It's become so much more exciting.
So
I honestly
insane.
don't see a reason to ever leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally different from when we were kids.
It's way
sure,
different.
yeah.
It's way different.
But yeah, I absolutely love it here. And I got really homesick when I left.
It's
Really homesick.
really, yeah. I kind of feel the same way, especially because there's something about Nashville, because she's from California, and even coming here, there's something about Nashville and the people here that's it's just a whole different energy.
There's a very special energy here, yeah.
A special
Definitely.
energy and atmosphere.
A little bit of Southern hospitality in there too.
Yeah.
And everybody, what I always say is that everybody is here, or almost everybody is here, because they're trying to fulfill their dreams.
Yeah,
they are working
definitely.
towards fulfilling their dreams. So everyone here is driven,
Yeah.
and that's just so inspiring to be around, and so energizing
Yeah.
to be around.
Yeah,
It's-
no,
do
go
it.
ahead. No.
Fight for it.
I was just saying,
Canadian
it's
standoff.
awesome to just be in this local Nashville rock scene too, because every band supports one another,
Oh, they really do.
and we all go out to each other's shows and everything like that. And I've said this before, it reminds me of Seattle in the 90s when, Nirvana would go to see Soundgarden play and stuff like that. It's just, like you said, it has an amazing energy here,
Yeah.
And a
Everybody
really cool
respects
community.
each other's musicianship.
Well, it's an
yeah.
authentic energy because, in some places, which is not all over, but a lot of places, people are trying to do their dreams, but they're not doing it for the right reasons. Whereas here, people are doing it because they just love to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
And you can see that so much.
A lot of other places, people are kind of stepping on each other to try to reach the top, and here everybody kind of is lifting each other and bringing each other up with with one another.
Yeah.
Which is really an awesome thing to be around.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, like, growing up here, I really took for granted, like, how many talented people are actually here, like traveling all over the world and, like, seeing other places' music scenes and, like, even, like, bar and club scenes or nightlife scenes. Like, I've really taken it for granted just how much talent and drive is here.
And you never know who you're going to run into. I mean, like, you never know the person that you're going to meet could be someone that's so successful beyond your measure. They're just not flapping their dick on the table, you know?
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're rounding up to the end of the interview. I heard you breath something.
Yeah. What is everybody's most memorable live concert experience, whether it's your show or a show you were at?
Ooh. You can start with, you can go with you. You can go with you, Ryan.
Okay.
First, yeah.
For me, it was probably when we did our first single release field day. It was at the Analog at the Hutton Hotel.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I
We
love
packed
that
in
place.
like maybe 120 people in there and stuff, and it was just awesome. And the stage there is really cool. The sound's awesome. The vibe's really cool in there. There's like a chandelier hanging above
There's
the
a
stage.
pool
Got
on
a
top,
really
right?
fancy green
Yeah.
room, so you
Yeah.
feel really important when you're playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like-
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, that experience was so much fun, and everybody was having their Echo Pilot shirts out and just enjoying themselves. And we had a little signature cocktail that night too
Nice.
that people bought.
What was
So-
it?
Oh shoot, there was
I don't
everything
remember.
in it. I don't even honestly
Like a Long
remember.
Island iced tea almost, kind of?
Yeah, pretty something like that.
Man.
Had a Jaegery taste to it.
Yeah, it might have had
Ew.
a little. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't have it.
yeah, I know.
But no, yeah. I've seen the Foo Fighters like 9 or 10 times, and they always
know
put on
that.
an amazing performance. Dave Grohl's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a Foo
Dave
Fighters
Grohl's
junkie.
incredible.
For real.
Yeah.
I tap in real quick. I had an incredible experience at Warped Tour, which it's over now, R.I.P. But there was God, what band was it? I can't remember that. No, it wasn't Framing Hanley, but it was another band. But they were playing and they had the sprinklers on, or not sprinklers, but they had the water going, and there was like this super tall dude behind me that was like 6'7", and people were crowd surfing, right? And like I'm like super short, I'm like 5'4", and I'm like, oh my god, and like as the music's playing, the water's hitting my face, this dude's like pushing them over me because he's so tall. And in a moment, I had this moment of just like, the music's playing, water's in my face, I'm seeing people like go over me, I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'll never forget that moment. What about you, Greg? What's the memorable moment of yours?
I think I'd have to agree with Ryan at the Analog. That was one of the most exhilarating shows I've ever played, because it was something. It was the original show, and it was the venue itself is just so cool. I think one of the most exciting moments of not really my music, but seeing my brother on The Voice was pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Oh, your brother was on The Voice. So what's his name?
Austin Serrato.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
He it was 17 or 18, 2017 or 18. Maybe.
Oh,
Nice.
I don't remember the exact year, but seeing him on TV, I was like,
Yeah.
that's my brother.
I was excited for him.
I grew up with that guy. I've seen that guy's penis.
That's
great.
It's true.
What about you, Gabe?
I'll just do I can't pick a show. I can't pick my favorite show of ours. But my favorite show that I've ever been to, there's a tie. I can't even pick between the two. I went to a Green Day concert, and I was in the front row the whole time because I bought the tickets. But my other favorite one is I went to a Coldplay concert with my family. And if you've never been to a Coldplay concert, I highly recommend going to a Coldplay concert.
I work at Bridgestone Arena. I bartend there part time, and just because I get access to all the shows, like the Monster Jam, I posted pictures. I got to see it. I got to see them play there.
Wow.
It's a
It was
different
special
energy.
for many reasons. One of them, they're great. They sound fantastic, and then just the whole family thing was just it hits home. So.
What about
I
you,
love
Mr.
it.
Mike?
That I've played.
Or that you've been to, whatever, something that you
Way
remember.
back in the day at Rocket Town, like I played in this
God, I
pop
miss
punk
Rocket
band, and it was like 2012. That was really cool.
I
the
miss
Five
Rocket
Spot,
Town.
I miss
Ugh.
it
It's like
too.
a Domino's now or something.
Yeah. Oh my God. That you weren't here for that. Rocket Town was one of the best. So
Yeah.
many,
You
so
can
many
see
memories.
like the biggest bands play that.
It
venue.
became it was like a Christian venue too, so they got like a little weird there in the end, and I
Oh,
was like,
yeah,
you
they
guys are
like-
getting a little weird.
They like come on stage like you cannot cuss.
You
again.
cannot mosh pit. There'd be a mosh like you cannot mosh. I'm like, this is the song you mosh to though, bro.
That I've been to, my parents didn't let me go to concerts. I finally convinced them to let me see Incubus at Bridgestone. It was like 2004.
That's my favorite band of all time.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites for
Oh
sure.
my God.
It was
Pardon me
Incubus
while
2004.
I pass.
So good.
They're
at
on tour
Bridgestone.
now again, and a different. Brandon Boyd does art too. He's fucking.
Yeah, he's like an Instagram page.
God, I want to see them so bad.
Saw him at the Ryman.
Oh, I was gonna say I sat outside the Ryman and cried because I
Did
didn't
ya?
get tickets in time, and I was like, I love you. I don't ever do Starstruck stuff, but Incubus, like, I would literally like be like, you changed my life.
Morning View is so good.
Yeah, I was literally about to say Morning View, like
Yeah.
Stellar is like one of my favorite songs.
yeah.
Wish You Were Here. Okay, guys, well, we could talk for like 40 more minutes probably about that.
Yeah.
But so we played some Go Fish. You want to tell everyone where they can find you guys on Instagram or wherever?
Yeah, Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok, all that stuff. Echo Pilot Music. Check us out. We got our website. We got merch on there, and we got 3 singles out right now. Yeah, check us out.
Yeah,
We're
and by
playing
the
at the
time
IWAT, August 7th. Come on out.
Yeah.
by the time this airs on the 4th, you'll have plans for Saturday. We played Go Fish with Echo Pilot today. Once again, we're the Underground Music Collective. We are here at the Real Music Nashville studios. Be sure to give all of everyone a follow. But this was a lot of fun, and
Thank
we'll
you
see
guys.
you guys next time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
What's up? We're Echo Pilot. This song is called The Winding Ridge Road. Street lights to dead ends down the way, yeah. A breeze of warm air all around. It's a place where you're patiently waiting. Nights are golden. Take a stroll. Days are shining, menacing, and I've been told the winding ridge road, the winding ridge road, the static town it breathes creation. Seldom have I seen an empty side as the sun glares. No time for casting stones. Nights are golden. Take a stroll. Days are shining, menacing, and I've been told the winding ridge road, the winding ridge road. Nights are golden. Take a stroll. Days are shining, menacing, and I've been told the winding ridge road, the moon is glowing. Take a stroll. Days are shining, menacing, and I've been told the winding ridge road, the winding ridge road. Thank you. Do you want to do one more, or do you have? Yes. Or do you guys want to pack it up? It's no worries if you guys. What do you want to do? Which one do y'all want to do? I guess we could do field day.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, I mean, I guess. We can do whatever.
Hey, Michelle.
Yeah, right. We do field day.
What's up, guys? We're Echo Pilot. This song's called Field Day. Inclination is my drug. Finding space between the logic and the hunch. Tell your folks and grab your smokes. Well, come undone. Ride the wave wherever it's begun. Hold on, hold on. Getting close. Hold on, hold on. Don't let go. Hold on, hold on. To the rope. Hold on, hold on. Don't let go. I'm wrapped around your finger. Plead the fifth and I recall our time alone. I'll take the bribe if you describe just what it's for. Shaking down right to my core. Hold on, hold on. Getting close. Hold on, hold on. So let go. Hold on, hold on. To the rope. Hold on, hold on. Don't let go. Someone try to make me. Someone try to wake me. Don't you try to fake me. Coincide, don't drain me. Hey. Hold on, hold on. We're getting close. Hold on, hold on. Don't let go. Hold on, hold on. To the rope. Hold on, hold on. Don't let go. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Don't let go. Cool. Thank you, guys.